We're making a stop at the St. James Welcome Center to get some information. Where's my pencil?
Yes. And then one of you boys want to press this button?
Here, before you press the button.
Press this button for me, sweetie. Turn over here and look. Wow, who has a little hand? Raise it up. Raise the flame up. It's make-believe, but my hand's too big. You can put it on.
You put your hand in?
Brother, come here, brother. Use your hand, put it in here.
Yeah.
Raise up the flame. Grab the flame and make it go up. Yeah, now we got a flame. Oh, fun. Yeah, now we got a flame. Y'all want to go stand it off? Oh, very good. Put it off. You're gonna start. You let brother light his bonfire.
You want to try it? Let's try the clicker.
Brother needs to light it. LLC, it grows sugarcane, and they make some of these movies. This is their sister plantation. This is when somebody died. They would do a mourning tour, everything. And Laura Plantation. And they built, and they had runaway slave called Sam in 1816. Well, their daughter, Elizabeth, married a little call from France. He came down from France, and they had these two children. And that's when the house was like this. They think, this is Bosalage. And they have crossroads children. Would open their door so they would sleep with the mosquito net over their bed so the mosquitoes didn't come in. Because in summertime down here we have a lot of mosquitoes. Now, let's say a hurricane puts themselves in.
Okay.
That's how they board the door. That's a cypress table that they land grants. I think the
This is the fire that I was making it.
they have assembly is Catholics. Oh, you're right.
What do you call
A bonfire.
a bonfire?
Yeah, that's just a replica of it. It's not. It's much bigger than that. States even right here. This is the finishing product. Grow it. They dry it out and they put it in barrels and they ship it. Let me see. It's drying out. See how they're hanging? They're drying it out. James Parish came into existence. It was a Catholic community with church. And the cemetery too. Where is the cemetery? The cemetery. Originally we didn't have a levee. So the river.
And we're going to watch a sausage making demonstration.
Early 1800s, they were the sausage makers, and they introduced andouille and sausage to the area. And then over the years, andouille is like a specialty meat. It never left. It stayed with us. So people come in, they'll buy sausage, and you can buy sausage anywhere, but you can only buy original andouille here on the Gulf Coast, on the German coast, I mean. If anywhere else you go, it's a lot of imitations, a lot of bad stuff like that. But we make the real deal. So we can go over that, you know, how that's made and all that. And then after, you know, you get a little time, you look around, this is a lot of history we have on these walls of the area. So this is the Mad Stone of Asher. What it is, it's a medicinal stone. And she had helped the Indians with the sickness. This stone right here is called the Mad Stone. And he said, put it on your cut, on the bike. Good enough she was. This stone is still being used today. So the Cajuns managed it, helped the owner manage it. Cook that skin in fat, produce lard.
Head. You try the head. Except for the ears.
The ears?
Yeah.
So I haven't had the head. I have given it to me. I would boil it and make hog and cheese with it. You know, and the skin too. You can. This is where we make our sausage at. So a little small room. We don't do a huge volume. It's mostly community driven, and something we'll be working on later on, and I'll get in that in a few minutes. Is a tour that we're going to do. That's going to actually have people come in all over the world, and actually they can do this. I'm going to put this apron on them, some gloves, and we're going to get their hands dirty in the casing, and they can do it. We'll load the smoker with it, and then we'll go in my back kitchen, which is destroyed right now because we're getting ready to paint the floors. That's why I'm doing it. We'll walk in this kitchen. I'll kind of give you an idea what I'm going to do. And they're actually going to do what I call the Cajun experience. They're going to come here and live and do what we do. So when they leave, they can say they cooked the jambalaya. They can say they made sausage. All our sausages on duty is we make them all gluten free. Make them healthy as I can. We don't put any fillers. All these soy fillers they have in the market right now. Every sausage you buy in the market has some kind of filler. And we don't put very little, and they would take this on duty like this, and they would make it, and this would be a beef casing, or they'd use the hog casing, which is smaller, hanging on a porch after they smoked it, and then when they need it, go cut it off and then scrape it down, because it, you know, they might have mold on it, but it's still good because it's well preserved. Scrape it off, and then I mean, we'll have to tie it in half, man. So what we're gonna do is we use a special meat from the hog, and it's called a cushion meat or picnic horn. What it is, very lean. I like to use it if you go along the German coast. A lot of people make it on do it. A lot of people like fat and they want to do it. I don't. Reason is the way we chop the meat. This is a meat that's going to make sausage with. A lot of fine ground. You don't want to do with meat with just 2 blades instead of 4 blades. So what is that to do? It's going to chop the meat instead of grind it. That makes a big difference. That's huge. So if you have fat on it, it's going to make little balls of fat that you're going to chew like bubble gum when you eat it. And when I tell everybody all the time that when I make sausage, and we'll make smoked sausage, fresh sausage, I won't put any fillers. I'll lose more money than the person that does, but I want a natural sausage. I want something that tastes good. Because I wanted the way they made it in the old days. They didn't have soy fillers and all this stuff that they have. And then all these preservatives they put in stuff right now, they didn't have all that years ago.
They cheapen the process.
They cheapen the process, and then the additives they add and the preservatives they have, they're in the laboratory playing with people's brain. They play with your brain sensors and the taste buds. And these people do that. I'll go out of business first because I want to eat it. So all we do is take this. You see, it's very, very lean. There's not a lot of fat on it. I just cut it up. See how it's cut? It's cut in little pieces. So why would we cut it small like that? So we can fit it through this grinder. Because if we cut it too big, we won't be able to fit it.
Which part of the pig is this?
This comes off the shoulder.
Okay, sure.
So where the let's say the Boston butt comes from, or the pork butt comes from, and this would be like a way inside, real deep, where you don't have a lot of fat, and it's tough because the deeper you get, the harder it works. And it's got a little bit more muscle.
Right.
So here, and we said we just cut this up in little pieces like this. And I've already weighed it, and measured out the season. So we can speak. You like this? Huh?
all schools that we went to, some of them have their own meat grinders back in the days.
And I do have in my house, I think right here. So when we start, and I actually have an old butcher block. This was a meat market when I started. So I had the old butcher block. This before I went into business, and I wanted to make sausage. So you ready for it? All right. If you look at it, see how it's chopped in little balls? That's what gives the undoing its unique texture. When y'all leave, I want y'all to make sure y'all take them and a pack of sausage. That way, when y'all open house, got any allergies, gluten issues, you won't have to worry because none of this has it.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it real pure. And I try to eat as close to natural as our ancestors. They go get the yard-raised chickens. Free range. So you see how it looks?
Yeah.
Okay, pretty neat, huh? And you see it's coming in little balls like that? Okay.
That's the texture.
And that's the texture, and that's what gives it the unique way that it. So when you're gonna eat this, it's gonna be very lean. It's almost gonna have like a ham bacon taste. Instead of the sausage, which has a lot of fat. This little Cajun seasoning that I have, and this Cajun seasoning is just a blend that I made up, and it has a little pepper in it, has a little garlic in it, but real slight, a little green onion, and it just adds a lot of flavor to this when we cook it. And I still kind of, even though I have that big mix over there, I still kind of like doing it the old way. And if you get here and you mix it, when I first started, this big tub under here, that's what I used to hand mix everything in that big tub. And it would be able, the tub we could put 60 pounds at a time.
So you've been doing this forever?
25 years.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
This is a happier job, huh?
Oh yes. Computer programming, I like computer programming. I didn't like the ways I know. If I really have this right, y'all ready for this? You taste it. I taste the seasoning. The seasoning's good. So I know I'm good. And after you do it long enough, you've been doing this enough years, you actually could tell by just putting a little bit on your tongue. Just to see if you have enough seasoning.
You don't get sick doing.
This is actually where the casing is going to go on, and this beet's going to come back through this casing.
Oh.
Now, normally, I would use this, which is my big stuffer, and it would come through here, but actually fill this tube up with meat, and this plunger would push it out.
Oh.
So we're gonna. Okay. On y'all, I gotta get a little.
One is
Hog.
okay. On.
Right. Oh, that's a big one. This casing right here is from the hog. It's a ham we make. And it's called a Montland. So if I would fill this up with water, it would look like a stocking. You see how long it is? I can take this casing and actually put my whole hand in it.
Wow.
Like I see how big
So
it
that's
gets.
for ham.
Yes, and I'll show you some. There in the front, we have the hams and all made because we make it during the holidays. So then what we would do is we would take this casing and you have to rinse it because it comes in full of salt. Okay? And so we've already flipped it. So I've already flipped it because I was using it. But I actually take flip it back and flip it over because inside the intestines there's a lot of scar tissue, and I don't want that scar tissue inside and ruining my sausage. So I do this, and then after I make it, I can scrape that tissue off after I finish making it. Okay, I got you, huh? It's been a long time I've come through a grinder with this. Okay. When I first started, this is the way I made on do it. Back through the grinder. pretty neat, huh? So this big piece is full.
Whoa, look at that.
This is what it's going to look like when you finish. Now this would be a large one, so I would take a piece of string and just tie it in half, so I can cut it in half after it smokes. Or I can smoke it like this and just cut it in half before I sell it. Or I can cut it any length I want. Now, when you have the finished product, stews, jambalaya, pastalaya, anything you like a little smoked meat in and you want it very lean, take this, cut it up and grill it in the morning, make you an omelet. Put it on a salad. Awesome. And it's just super, super healthy for you. And if you're lucky enough to go get some hogs that were raised without being shot up with antibiotics and all the bad stuff, and out of the feedlots, it would be experience. Where we're actually going to have a Cajun band. When we finish this, what I would like to do, and ideally, I would like to keep this in a cooler overnight so it can kind of drip and dry a little bit. If I can't do that this time of the year, this is a terrible day for smoking. You see, we close next week. We're actually taking everything apart and cooking these pots. They're not just gonna watch me cook. Equipment there. Hey, you see the smoke on the bar? Y'all see the smoke coming out?
Oh, look at that.
Huh? See my little chimney? So, I have a lot of smoke coming out.
Whoa.
You see the turkey necks on there?
Oh, look at that.
It's a smoke machine.
Smell it? Smell that smoke? So when y'all go home, y'all gonna smell smoke all the way home. Car's gonna smell good. Okay, so I'm gonna reset it. Go a little longer. So I'm cooking these at 200 degrees. You got that enough?
Yeah.
Listen, should get a fire coming on. This right here, I left this on the other night. This is the neck bone from a hog.
Oh.
And so what we do, they'll have the neck and they'll split them in half and we bond them like that. This is a really, really good meat to put in food, like beans, cabbage, stew, because this is high fat content.
Soft, yeah.
Yes. And really, really just, really good. Let's see what they look like. Pretty big turkeys, huh?
How long do you smoke the meat for?
So this one I'll leave till late in the season. It'll probably be on here about 8 hours.
So
I like to give them a good smoke, take their time. I don't like to rush it. Low temperature, keep my temperature down. You ever eat pecans? You have pecans? No?
We like pecans, yeah.
Well, see, this was a pecan tree. But somebody wanted to cut down, so we get the wood. And this is really, really good smoking right here. This is like some of the best stuff. That mesquite, which we don't have. This is your fire box.
So how the smells or tastes afterwards depends on the wood that you put in.
Exactly. And basically what you want a wood that whatever the fruit is on the tree, you can eat that fruit and it won't kill you. And these would be the actual paddles that the people would actually cook with here, that they would use. This right here, I don't know if y'all have an oven. It's better if you cook it in something like a stew or something like that. But if you put it in the microwave and warm it up, you have a microwave. Or if you're in any kitchen you go to, the chef can cut it up and grill it.
We're at a gas station and we're getting some crispy, crunchy chicken for lunch.
It's with Cajun recipes. It's Cajun recipe.
No way, I'm good.
Is it good?
And then the inside is kind of juicy and soft.
I like it. Is it good?
How much were these? We have arrived at Cajun Village and we are going to visit the Louisiana pottery. They have their pepper. No.
Working on hanging some of these elephant hooks.
Oh, so cute.
Somebody had brought me this one and wanted me to make another one, so I did, but I thought it was kind of... So I'll just kind of go over...
I'm gonna sit that way.
Yeah.
Lily, that's enough.
So how old are you? How old are you boys? That's good. A little heart bowl. If you want me to take them out of the plastic, I can.
No.
Anyway, this is probably one of my favorites. It's called a tin sealing mug. And here's a little goblet or a chalice. Here is a little church where you can put the candle, a little tea light under there. This one is I have a puppy dog and a kitty cat mug where the puppy's face is on the front and the booty's on the back. That's cute. So, and then here's an emoji mug where there's a sad face on one side and a happy face on the other side. And here's a little princess that you can put a tea light underneath her as well. And here's a castle. And this is actually a bank, a castle bank, so you can save your money. Here is a horse that's standing. Let's see. That's a fairy on the moon. This is a little box that has a flower on the top. This is a little kitty cat standing. Let's see. Here is a cross box that you can put treasures in.
Did you make those here? That's fancy.
But it's a mug you can drink out of. And this one, you put your cookies here and your milk here.
That's cute.
That's kind of cute, isn't it? And here is a little heart jar. It's got a heart on the top, a little jar. And here is a dragon. Who likes dragons?
Oh, no way.
And here is a castle bank. This is another castle, but this one's a bank. So, I think those are just extras, except for this is a pumpkin terrain.
So big.
Yes.
We only
like
have a
this
little
big.
carry-on size suitcase.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so kids.
No, you can't take it with. And then we'll put your pottery right on the newspaper. Did you want that? Okay. It's a pretty good looking dragon, huh? Want to show your daddy?
Oh.
It's a handsome one.
I'll take. Thank you.
Okay, and see how the top comes off? You're welcome. So you can put your treasures inside there, or you can paint in there, or you don't even paint or not paint.
I can just watch them. Should I paint? Okay. Or I'll take.
I'll do
Yeah, like any of those.
maybe orange, yellow, and green.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they're in order in the rainbow. Orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, red. Fleur de lis? Fleur.
And you can use all
It
those
looks
up, and
like
if you
red.
need more.
It looks like red, yellow.
Yeah. What colors would you like then?
I got water here. Red, green, blue, and brown.
And if you need more, just let me know.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, you want it red and what else?
Red, brown. Red, green. It looks like watercolor. No, I'll need help. I'll need help cooking.
You don't need help. You're good at coloring.
My water's the same.
So if you decide that you want to use the same brush, but to make sure your brush is clean, and then dab it on the side of the bowl, and then brush it onto your newspaper to get rid of the excess water, and then go to your palette of colors. So remember, if you put one coat watercolor or pastel looking, that if you'd like it to be darker, you can go over it with a second coat of color. And if you want it really dark, you can put 3 coats. Okay. All ready?
I should put You're supposed to help. I'm gonna make it darker as it goes. The brown. Are you looking up the thing? Oh yeah, I can do watercolor on this. Okay.
I haven't seen one that I really like.
Arts and Science Museum, and they have a great planetarium
Oh, okay.
there too.
Okay. Yeah, we're still waiting for her email.
13.
She's a busy grandma.
I had more came, and she's 8 years old. She's my youngest granddaughter. So my youngest granddaughter, she made that sculpture over there. Have a good day. Thanks for coming. Yours.
What's in 2 or 3 more?
Guy that she wants to take over my shop.
Green, 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 green.
So I hope y'all get to go to the old state capitol.
I might be yellow eye. Let me. Look you look.
It's looking very nice.
Look you look. Look you look. How long do we have here? Stay at?
Yep.
The groundskeeper there.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, he's saying they're more green. But,
Don't touch me.
Your looks good.
Yours look great too.
I think mine looks the prettiest. Yep. I got lots of green. I think that yours looks the prettiest too. But if I have to pick one of yours, what?
It's fired up. Look great.
Yours will look good once it's fired up.
It doesn't really matter, Noah. As long as you like it, right? You put your heart in it.
There's a hole on the bottom.
started to give you brown, didn't I? There you go.
I might need to put more yellow on. I need more green, please.
Okay.
I got 4 cups. 4 green.
Oops.
Then
I started to give you brown, didn't I? There you go.
I might need to put more yellow on. Here, Mama, I put my heart inside it. I put my heart inside it. Can I see? Just like you said to do. Can I see? Yeah, here.
Oh, that looks very
I never
nice.
saw. I never saw it.
You're doing a really nice job. Now, if you want to leave any parts of your pottery white, you can leave it white.
Oh.
Oh, you can?
Uh-huh.
Oh, because there's going to be a glaze over it.
Right, because there'll be a clear glaze over it.
You heard that, Mommy?
What? Here, Mama, I put my heart inside it. I put my heart inside it. Can I see? Just like you said to do. Can I see? Yeah, here.
Oh, that looks very
I never
nice.
saw. I never saw it.
You're doing a really nice job. Now, if you want to leave any parts of your pottery white, you can leave it white.
Oh.
Oh, you can?
Uh-huh.
Oh, because there's going to be a glaze over it.
Right, because there'll be a clear glaze over it.
You heard that, Mommy?
What? This nice straw. This nice straw. More green, please. More green, please.
Did you see any white spots that you can cover up with your green?
And then I see some white on
Did you see any white spots that you can cover up with your green?
And then I see some white on I think I'm losing patience myself. Yeah, I need more green. Here, get me my 7th round of green.
Well, how about if you put some of that orange
No,
on?
you know why you're running out of green so fast? Because you didn't like
Did you wash it all?
you didn't wash it all. You painted it when it was wet, so that uses up more.
You see those bumps? Let's see, rinse your brush first. Let's rinse it. And then drag it on the newspaper to get rid of the water. Very good. Drag it like that.
Okay, good.
And then shine it like this. Okay? Now you can go to the orange. And just put a little dot of orange on all those little bumps.
Actually, you know what your job will be? Your job will be double painting. So you double paint the top.
You sure you want him to help?
Yes. And if he messes up, then I won't let him do it. Then I double paint this.
This is cute.
Wash it, dry it, good. Okay, here. Actually, we won't need more green because I have my own green this time. From Mama's.
Team effort.
They do pretty well together.
Okay. Watch out. Hotel tour. How many minutes is it?
What?
Okay, done. Wait. Okay.
They have each other to play with. It's nice.
Oh yeah, I mean they're 4.5 years apart. They're like this.
Yeah, that's good.
Show us your cross.
Okay, let me
Oh, open it.
Yeah. Open it?
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, put your jacket. Wear it correctly. All right, stand up. Stand up. Boo, stand up. Hurry. All right, so we can go. All right, look here. Oh yeah, push that out of the way.
Yeah, that looks good the way you're holding your cross box because you can see the front and
The back.
the
All right.
inside.
Look, he's holding this.
Turn it, Drake. Look here. Boo boo. 1, 2, 3. Look here. Look at me. She. Alright. Alright, cool.
Doggy wish you towel. I wish you picked the doggy wolf. I want it.
Check it. Let's go. We really are late now. I've been saying it, but. Say thank you to Miss Judy.
What did you get, Big Jack? First, we're gonna get breakfast at the. First, we're gonna get breakfast at Coffee House. Now we're getting breakfast at Coffee House. Next. Now we're gonna get something to eat at Coffee House. It's time for some vignettes at the Coffee House. I'm gonna try vignette with chocolate filling. I'm gonna try vignette with chocolate filling. It's very chocolatey and the vignette is very warm. It's very chocolatey and the vignette is very warm.